Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Do you ever wonder why certain things happen in your relationships? What makes us tick? Well, today we've compiled a list of interesting psychological facts about relationships that might just shed some light on the dynamics between you and your partners. So sit back and relax as we dive into the fascinating world of human relationships. Interesting psychological facts about relationships. Are you curious? Let's find out. Seem to be happy when they're kept busy. This is probably because being busy keeps their minds off their own problems. If you are constantly preoccupied with your own issues, it can be draining and overwhelming. However, by keeping ourselves occupied with work, hobbies, or other activities, we can take our minds off our worries and focus on something else. This can be a great way to manage stress and anxiety and can help us to stay positive and cheerful. If you don't know your own worth and value, don't expect someone to calculate it for you. It's true that we all have our own unique worth and value, but it's up to us to figure out what that is. No one else can do it for us. When we don't know our own worth, we may settle for less than we deserve in our relationships. We may stay in relationships that are not good for us, or we may not speak up for ourselves when we need to. It's important to remember that we are all worthy of love and respect, and if we don't believe that, no one else will either. People who swear a lot tend to be more loyal. A study by psychologists at Albright College found that those who swear more often are more loyal to their friends and partners. The researchers peg this as a kind of bonding behavior. Oaths can create a sense of intimacy and solidarity among those who swear together. So if you're looking for a loyal friend or partner, maybe you should date a potty mouth. The brain loves intimacy. Be it emotional or physical intimacy, makes the brain feel reassured, important, valued, and loved. Physical touch releases oxytocin, a hormone that promotes bonding and reduces stress. Emotional intimacy creates a sense of safety and trust, which is essential for healthy relationships. When we feel emotionally connected to someone, we are more willing to open up and be vulnerable, which strengthens our bond with them. When people work under the illusion that they're being watched, they perform and behave better. In a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, researchers found that people were more likely to cheat on their partners if they believed they were being watched. The researchers believe that people are more likely to engage in self-monitoring when they believe they are being observed, which leads to more prosocial behavior. Often in life, we forget the things we should remember and remember the things we should forget. This is a common experience that many of us can relate to. Forgetting important details or appointments can lead to stress and anxiety, while remembering unpleasant events or mistakes can cause us to dwell on the past. This is where the idea of selective memory comes into play. Our brains have the ability to prioritize certain memories over others, and it's up to us to decide what we want to remember and what we want to forget. Data shows that working along with a friend increases your productivity by over 70%. Working with friends can be a great way to stay motivated and focused. When we have a friend to work towards a common goal with, we are more likely to stay on track and avoid distractions. Additionally, working with friends can help us to be more efficient with our time. Psychology says that when you are surrounded by real friends, you are generally less stressed by everyday life. Having friends to lean on can make you feel supported and cared for, which can reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation. Friends can also help us to put our problems into perspective and can offer valuable insights and advice when we are struggling. Anger is a feeling that makes your mouth work faster than your mind. When we get angry, our emotions take over and we start speaking without thinking. This can lead to arguments and conflicts with others. That's why it's important to take a step back and count to 10 before responding in anger. If you can't interrupt the stream of thoughts at night, write it down. Writing down our thoughts can help to clear our minds and make us feel more relaxed. This is because writing allows us to express our thoughts and feelings in a private and safe space without having to worry about being judged or misunderstood. Studies say that travel improves brain well-being and even lowers a person's chance of heart disease and depression. Traveling can help us to broaden our horizons and gain new perspectives on life. When we travel, we are exposed to different cultures, customs, and ways of life, which can challenge our own beliefs and assumptions and help us to become more open-minded and tolerant. Stupidity is knowing the truth, seeing the truth, but still believing the lies. This is a quote by author and speaker Shannon L. Alder. It means that sometimes we may be aware of the truth, but we choose to ignore it and instead believe something that is untrue. This could be because it is easier to believe the lie than the truth, or because we are afraid of what the truth may bring. The saddest people are those who have everything but can't share with anyone. There are some people who have everything they could ever want, but are still unhappy. This is because they are unable to connect with others and share their joy. As humans, we have a natural need to belong and to be connected to others. When we are unable to form meaningful connections, we may feel isolated and lonely, which can lead to sadness and depression. Staying optimistic about the future can powerfully shield people from physical and mental illness. Optimism is a positive mindset that can help us to cope with difficult situations and challenges. When we are optimistic, we tend to focus on the good things in life and believe that things will work out for the best in the end. Women are more likely to have one-night stands with men who throw money around. A study found that women who had casual sex with wealthy men reported feeling more satisfied afterwards than those who slept with men of lower socioeconomic status. The researchers believe that this is because women may perceive wealthy men as more successful and therefore more desirable partners. When a bunch of individuals laugh, people will unconsciously look at the person they feel closest to in that group. When people laugh together, it creates a sense of camaraderie and closeness. When we observe others laughing, we naturally want to join in on the fun, and laughter is contagious.